Hello, hello, and welcome to this very special collective angel message. This is going to be done once a week now. I'll be doing collective angel message on Mondays for the week, and I'm going to pull cards for the week just to give us a general idea about what's coming for the week ahead. Recently, there's been a lot going on with the world and within ourselves, and in my dreams and stuff last night, and I meditate, the situation will improve. Um, I had dreams that this is something I should be doing now and that it's important. Um, it's up to you. I'm going to pull that as a card. So they're saying for the first part of the week, the situation's going to start improving to trust your angels and trust yourself because it's really up to you and your self belief. If you believe you can't or the situation won't improve, then it won't. If you believe it can, then it will. And it's up to you to start deciding how it can improve. Maybe there's something you can change. Maybe there's something you need to let go of. I actually felt like something like dietary. Me, myself too. Like I gotta let go of a lot of sugars. Beginning of the week is they're letting us know it's up to us, the situation's gonna improve. And I think that we're gonna take action with that. We know that there's inspired action. Feeling this one, and this one. Heart chakra and manifestation power. They're saying the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. I have to change the light. I just realized that. That's why it's all. Your girl's recording classes and stuff too, and courses. Manifestation power. Use your spiritual gifts and manifest abilities to attract your desired outcome. Maybe there's something you can. Oh, so the energy, with you improving the energy, your heart is going to be manifesting better because you're more clear. Oh, this explains why I was led to watch this last night. And I honestly, I thought, oh, I'm just gonna watch it because I'll repeat Joe Dispenza. I like Lewis Holmes, and it's called the School of Greatness. You might know who he is. I'm not. There's no sponsorship or anything here, but he was going through people yesterday, and it was oh gosh, I cannot remember all their names, but there's two gentlemen I've never seen before speak about God, the one gentleman, how he trusts God, and Bob Proctor was on there, and Joe Dispenza was the first one, Bob Proctor. And there's a young man, and he's a billionaire. Gosh, I know his technique. His technique's called the Ramsey technique. And this is kind of like a four-part series from Lewis. And how we put it together, it was about an hour long. And how we put together, it made sense in a lot of ways for me. And I'm just going to share this with you because of this heart chakra and manifestation. See, Bob talked about putting yourself in the moment, how he passed out at 27, exhaustion on the street, and he said, I got to figure something else out. And he decided to put on a suit, and within the first month, so about way back then, he made $4,000 a month. And that was like working really, really hard, okay? And then the following month after that, he made $14,000. So not did he not only double his income, he almost like three times it. And back then that would probably be equivalent to like making $70,000 a year and then pulling in a quarter million. So he understood that there was something to that, that he had to put his thinking cap on and take a little bit of a risk. And what he did was he used to clean offices, and he decided to hire other people to clean the offices because he knew he was exhausted. But then he treated them good because he understood the hard work that they were doing. And that's how he started amassing fortune and learning about money. So that's like basics. And I thought that was amazing that they shared that. And the Joe Dispenza one, he got into this core of really diving into getting into that space of nothingness. Because once we separate from everything that's around that's bothering us and we get into that nothingness, that oneness, that it's easier to start creating a new future because you're not worried about what's actually going on and you're understanding that there's something beyond you. And then the third gentleman talked about making making it simple. Uh, if you have a debt, then work on getting rid of that one debt first. Not all of them at once, just one at a time. To, don't spend more, spend less. And budget. And don't think of budget as a bad thing. Think of budget as loving your future self. Because he says it's hard to create that budget. He has something called the Ramsey. Gosh, I cannot remember that young man's name. And then he made himself a billionaire in 10 years, which was wow. And his story was he ended up coming out of school and having all these loans and debts, and he was so confused. So he's worth a looking at. I wish I did know his name. And then the last gentleman, he was an older gentleman, and he was doing some sort of service as well, a media service. And I guess he's rising up. But his story is with God, with his wife and stuff. And I guess it was really talked about this interview because it's the only time anybody's ever seen him cry. So what I'm getting here is what I seen last night and what I just shared with you. It could be part of, no, it's not, it could be, it is part of this. Is that this situation is going to improve. You're going to learn how to build systems instead of goals so that you show up, even on the days that you don't want to show up, because we can't feel good every day. And acknowledging that the wins are from the people that show up. I think that's the one thing no, I think that was somebody else for some reason. I'm just hearing, maybe it's an image because I don't know who this is, but I'm hearing like people can stick to a week. I hear New Year's resolutions. People can stick to a week, but then after that week they fall off. And then the numbers dwindle, dwindle, dwindle. No, no, I think I have learned this before. The 1,000-day rule. Um, to stick with something for 1,000 days. I guess that's something you're gonna have to look up. It's up to you. I am gonna pull two more cards for advice for the week. I thought this was gonna be like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and what I'm getting is this is what's projected for the week if you so choose it. Indigo. Oh, you're sensitive one. And power animal. Okay. So what I'm hearing with this is you are very sensitive and important in the world, which makes sense. That's why you're here on this channel. And they're saying, respect yourself, respect that magical person you are. Because you are magical. You know, that's why we were created. We were created. This is all magic. I mean, you cannot explain light and everything around us, and thoughts and synchronicities. It's magical. And once we start opening up to that, and I think understanding that that's how we can improve our situation, that's how we manifest is from our heart, our real true heart desires, and not feeling the burden of having to do. That's what I'm hearing. There's no burden in this anymore. It's okay to choose where you want to move forward to. And what I'm hearing is, what animal represents this for you? What animal do you think that could represent your journey right now, that could give you strength or wisdom? Because you being an indigo, you can call on anything, any realm or dimension. That's why they're saying it's up to you how the situation improves. Use your heart, use those manifestation skills that you know, because you do know. And the help that you're getting is knowing that you can call on these animals because of who you are. Like very, very much an indigo, very much a natural born leader. And I think that's why I brought up the 1,000 day rule, because the number on whoever survives 1,000 days is like one. It's like almost like the Squid Game. I don't want to put that in like a gross context, but that's who falls off. So knowing that, keep going. That can be your motivation on a hard day. And I highly suggest taking an hour out today to watch that Lewis and Holmes video. And there's no affiliate links or anything for me. This is just me sharing what was shared with me to help you in your journey too. Because when you put those four together, it made sense. Because to me, it was like physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental. Like it was the whole game. Like it was like a golden key gifted. And I share that key with you. So remember, you are loved, you're guided, you're protected, and be sure to give a like. Hopefully, you follow along. There's, like I've been saying the last month, there's big changes coming along. And even on the days when I don't feel good, I'm still showing up and I'm doing websites, I'm doing courses. And the funny thing is once I start doing those things, I start feeling good because I love sharing. And I love sharing what works for me. And I love teaching what I teach and doing what I do. And that's what gives me energy. And one of those things is being able to share messages like this with you and information to give you practical skills too, not just the reading, but some actual answers to improve if you want to. So they taught me something last night too. And that is well, I guess you're gonna have to see, you have to watch it to understand what I'm about to say is about getting paid and then people thanking you for having to pay because they'll take it more seriously. Remember, you were loved, you were guided, and you were protected. Lots of love.